Hey guys, welcome back to Learn to Code HTML Part 4. Today, we're going to be talking about images. So the images we're going to be using are local, which means they're in the same folder as our HTML file. So take an image you want to display on your page. For me, it's going to be my YouTube channel icon. We're going to drag it into the same HTML folder we made in the first episode. Now we can go ahead and open our code. So here we have the project we worked on in Part 3. And right here we can see ltcicon.png. That's the name of the image I imported. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of this here. There we go, just a blank page. So to display an image on your HTML page, you're going to add the element img. Inside this element, we need two properties. src, the value of this property has to be the name of our image we want to display. So there we go, we have this image and we have it displayed up here. The second property we're going to add to our image is alt. ALT stands for alt, alternative, and it's going to display a line of text if this image can't be found. So if this image can't be found, this line of text will be displayed. We can simulate this by misspelling the name of the image. So here we can see the alternative text is displayed. After the alternative text, we can see this image is really big. We probably don't want an icon this big on our page. So to manage the size of our icon, we have two options, the height and the width. So let's say we set the height to 120 pixels and save this file. You're going to see that the height is set to 120 pixels and it automatically changes the width for you. Now right now, since it's a square image, the width is set to 120 pixels automatically. We don't need this here whatsoever. It's going to stay like this, 120 pixels. Now, if we go ahead and change the width as well to something different, we're going to have a deformed sort of image. So there we can see the image is widened by 80 pixels too much. This here is what we should have. Typically, you won't display the height or the width inside of the image element. We're going to use a style property for this. There we are. This looks better in the style property. Now the last thing we're going to cover is a float. A float lets you move the image to either the left or right of another element. So here we can see we put this image inside of a paragraph. So as you can see, now that we have text inside this paragraph, it's displayed next to this image. This isn't very controllable. This will happen automatically when you have an image and a text file. To make this more predictable, we're going to go ahead and add a float property to the style of our image. Now we can either float it to the left or right. We're going to float it to the right. So as you can see, this text is to the left side of the image. The image is floated to the right. So next we'll try and float this to the left and see what happens. So as you can see, this image is displayed to the left side of the text, and it will always be like that. You can never have this text displayed to the left side of this image. So that concludes implementing images into your HTML file. This has been Learn to Code, and we hope you learned something. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.